Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Knobels Amusement Park here in Pennsylvania. Today's video, I'm going to take you guys in basically a circle around Knobels and share some of our thoughts and experience with you guys. Hopefully it helps somebody out there plan a trip. And if you guys end up liking the video, if you find it useful at all, you can really help me out by hitting subscribe if you're not already and giving the video a thumbs up.
How much is each ticket? 50 cents?
No, so this will come with dollar value, and then 50 cents.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay, so that's one book.
This is the rocket ship ride. It's called the Roto Jet. We're beyond the ticket booth now. They've got some old school carnival games over here. This place has given me very distinct 90s vibes. Like if you came out of a coma and you told me that I was at an amusement park, I would say, cool, so it's 1997 now? I mean, this part of the park at least feels very old, but it's very affordable so far. The food and the ticketing are all reflective of the fact that they do not charge to enter the park, so the food prices are a lot more reasonable. They've got $4 tater tots, $4 pierogies, loaded for $6.75 and hot dogs for $3. And then there's your drink pricing over there. The covered pavilion is designed to look like a carousel, which is really freaking cool. Maybe at one point it was, who knows? So here's another look at the food area, one of the concession stands. We've got pricing there for your pizzas and toppings. Feel free to pause and read the menu if you'd like. There's the pricing for some beverages, sides, giant pretzels, and desserts. So there's the area immediately past the main ticketing booth. We're to the left of the main ticket booth now. And we were just looking at the right side, which was over there with the paratrooper. Got a Dippin' Dots stand over here. Every captive event, there's always Dippin' Dots. Although you're not captive here, like I was saying. This is a trackless coaster up here. Looks freaking amazing. Cannot wait to try that one out later. Ooh, classic shooting range over here. In a very appropriately themed building. It says you get 16 shots, no time limit. It's $1 in quarters. But oh man, look at the theming on this thing. That's incredible.
There's 3 different free admission museums in the park. There's a history of the Carousel Museum. There's a history of the coal mining museum down there in the Pennsylvania area that we're in. And then there's also one that has information about the history of the park itself with a really great timeline, which we'll be able to show you if we ever see it.
And where are we going now? The indoor roller coaster?
The indoor roller coaster, which isn't really like a real roller coaster. It's inside, so it's a dark ride. It's Black Diamond. It's got a haunted coal mining theme. And then here is the log flume. Somebody just went down. We're excited to go on that. Elizabeth has never been on a log flume.
And in the app, it tells you the wait times for all the different rides and gives you directions to go there. So definitely download the app before you come here, because I was a little unprepared. I was scrambling to download the app when we came in, and now I wish I had explored it more before coming here. So definitely get yourself the app. Here's the Knobels Anthracite Museum, as earlier mentioned. And they have a little typical mining activity where you can mine for gems or whatever else. Look at this thing. This is awesome. I love a good log flume, I won't lie. Oh, it reeks of whatever chemical they're using to clean the water with. But here's the indoor Black Diamond Mining Company sort of indoor roller coaster.
Sorry, she can't go this one.
It's fine.
Sorry, she won't go in a dark ride.
So why is this not a real roller coaster?
Well, it's not like Space Mountain. I mean, Space Mountain's like a huge coaster. They call it a coaster, but like it's not that huge.
you're into Instagrammable hotspots, this park has plenty of old props for you to take photos on, like this old mining car and engine. And then down. So we're about to go on the Phoenix, and I just noticed they have this model over here of the train. So freaking cool. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually one of the scenarios where it looks bigger in real life than it does in the model. Pretty cool. And here's the entrance area. $5 in tickets. Not bad. Just told my wife I'm getting major roller coaster tycoon vibes here. We're at the top of the line for the Phoenix, and you get a great view of the belt track here, but it smells like a grease factory, and you can see where the grease has been throwing off the end of the chain there. Pretty crazy looking ride. Look at the machinery on this thing. That's incredible. That thing's like the size of a frickin', I don't know, something big. That was very short and very bumpy, and the hair, and the eyes are watering. And yeah, that was very short. This antique car ride. I'm digging the clock tower. And in the Knoebels app, it said it was a 10-minute wait, so I'm not expecting to have to wait very long. We'll go for a scenic Sunday, literally Sunday drive through the woods. Look at these things. There used to be an amusement park similar to this, but much smaller, in southern New Jersey called, well, I'll put the name in the video. But look at these. And that place in South Jersey had this exact type of antique car. Storybook Land was the name. We got on the classic car railway. And man, this thing is loud. Pretty smooth though. How's the steering?
I don't know, I can't figure out how to go through.
Oh, a photo op, look at that. This thing literally goes through the superstructure of the roller coaster. It's pretty crazy to see like all the underparts. There's more of the ride down there.
That's where we're going, I think.
Yeah. Alright, so I just had this thought. I was just telling the wife, Knobels seems to have a really weird mix of technology here. The Knoebels app tells you how long the wait time is for each individual ride, which is really cool and directions. But they're still handing out paper tickets to get on the rides. And the concession stand, they have modern POS systems and modern tap-to-pay card readers, which is fantastic because I left my wallet at home, but they still scream out order numbers over the PA system as loud as possible. Like, they couldn't do a McDonald's thing where they put a screen up with the order numbers that are ready. See what I'm talking about? So yeah, it's really interesting. It's a very weird cross between old and new technology here. So there's a couple more rides here past the gasoline alley. You've got the tumbling timbers that I just showed you, and Fandango, which is a pirate ship-esque kind of ride that swings back and forth. But both of them appear to be closed today for whatever reason. And then down behind this skee ball game over here is another ride that appears to be closed. I'll try to get you a better shot here in a second. It's the downdraft. And yeah, I don't know why it's not open. They also have this little shuttle bus that runs around the perimeter of the park. Shuttle bus to the upper lot. A lot of elements of this park are very 90s feeling, but it looks like they take good care of everything and are continuing to put a lot of money into it. We've got a classic Carney game over here. Keeper's Pumpkin Patch. 1 ball for $1, 7 for $5. Looks like you got to get it in one of the colored holes. And this is the crystal pool over here. The crystal pool is not yet open. It's the middle of May, so another week or two, and I'm sure it'll be starting to run again. But they have this pool with these really cool looking diving boards and a couple water slides in the back there, but that appears to be the extent of their water-based attractions. And I see the train running through the forest in the background. That's our next adventure, is the train ride. The conductor's really into it.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow, this one's like wider.
Coaster up there.
There's the twister. I don't know, I kind of want to go on it. We're right in front of the classic giant Ferris wheel right now. This is more towards the front of the park where we came in, and there's guest services. And the loaf, which I hope bakes some really good bread, because if you're going to shape your building like a loaf, and then you got the potato cakes building, which my wife is currently in line for.
One of the unique things of this park is the potato cakes. 1 for $2 or 3 for $5.25, I think, something like that. So it's crispy and it's delicious. There's onion in it and it's very well seasoned.
We've pretty much gone in a circle around the entire park. We're in the dead middle now, where I probably should have started, but we ended up going in a circle basically around the entire park. And I think we're nearing the end of our day. We've got the candy corners here, and basically all of the younger kids rides are right here in the dead center of the park. You got a really old-fashioned looking restaurant, typical Dippin' Dot stand, and there's a couple more rides down that way as well. Here's the Knobels pavilion area as people are screaming. Just beyond the pavilion is a beautiful miniature Niagara Falls. A little mini... Oh, you saw a spider web? Wow! There's another Niagara Falls over there. And now we're in the real young kids area. A lot of these rides look like they could have come from any one of a number of traveling carnivals in this area. This creek adds a really beautiful element to this park. I really like it. And there's the grand, I believe that's the grand carousel over there. And then there's another car ride like the one we went on, but even smaller. And a very, very miniature Ferris wheel. Covering the other side of the bridge that we just went over for the kids section. We have this rocket ship, plane, whatever you call it, ride. The Ribbit, which my daughter just went on. She seemed to thoroughly enjoy it, had a blast. And then we'll just take a short little walk. This is the other side of the pavilion that we walked around earlier. So you've got this really obnoxiously cute kids train cart paddle thing. I don't know what you call it. Another airplane ride.
You want to give a high five?
We've got a little kids merry-go-round with really interesting looking car options. More carny games over here, although obviously designed for littler children. Classic boat carousel ride. I love the bells. The bells look really cool. And then coming back over this direction, we're on the other side of the bumper cars we were on earlier. And over here is a pretty unique ride. I can't say I've ever seen one of these in recent memory, but they're actual motorboats that go in a track or a little canal around part of the kids section of the park. Look at all those little boat controls he has. I wonder if they're radio or hydraulic of some kind, but clearly they control each individual boat, and that's a really cool switching mechanism. And yes, each person is controlling the travel direction of their own boat. It's not like remote controlled or something like that. So there's a look at the rest of the kids area. Thank you for allowing us to share our Knobels experience with you. I hope you gained some valuable information for your upcoming trip. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're not. Thanks for watching.